guys so much for coming out. We did this yesterday at Seneca and had a huge crowd as well, about 700 people. But this is, yeah, hey, let's give a cheer for that. Because this is all about all of you standing here. I cannot tell you what a historic round this is, and there's a bunch of reasons why. Number one, you've got 12,000 people at 24 colleges who have voted and then walked on issues pertaining not just to themselves, but to their colleagues and their students, to the precarious workers, to the need for good quality jobs, and we're all out here on the line standing up for that. So I want a round of applause for all of you for walking these lines. The second thing I'm going to tell you is that this round has been about union busting from the college's side from day one. Shame. Absolutely shame. The first offer that they tabled would have done it by attrition. That was the so-called extension offer. That's the one where they were going to extend the moratorium for another 4 years. That would have meant no replacements of full-time faculty and a continuing expansion of the part-time pool. That was death by 1,000 cuts. What they tabled in September would have done it with immediacy. It would have ended us all right there. There was the ability in that language to expand part-time hires without restriction, the creation of a so-called temporary full-time position, and that would have killed us pretty much right away. This attempt to get around Bill 148 is their attempt to send it through to arbitration so that they can delay their responsibilities and their obligations for equal work for equal pay indefinitely. Yay! Indeed. And what you are doing here sends a message to them. It sends a message to our students. There is not a student that comes in to get a college diploma or degree with the expectation that they will go out into precarious work and not be able to find a good quality full-time job. So what you're doing now stands up for them tomorrow. So thank you for that. I would also like to say that basically what we're doing now is anticipating what the employer is going to do next. They went around yesterday and tried to scare us two ways. They started talking to people about how it's going to be a 6-week strike and all this kind of thing. Yeah, well, they were also telling the government it's going to be over quickly. So we think that's not necessarily true, right? That there's going to be a long strike. The second thing, however, that they're doing is they're trying to scare us back by saying, well, we're just waiting for an invitation back to the table. Yeah. So these are the same people that rejected our last offer, in which we kept all of our principles but tried to scale it down, tried to find some way to move, tried to work with them to find the creative path forward. You cannot negotiate if the other side is not present and only has one path that they're willing to follow. That's not negotiations, that's just bullying. So here's what I expect is going to happen at some point. What's going to happen at some point is they're very likely to come to you with a forced offer vote. That's that same vote that they've had every ability to take on their own since September 15th. They could have brought you this offer every day since September 15th, and they have refused to do so. We told them we would help them get it to you if they thought it was such a good deal. And when they bring you that offer, that last bit of leverage that they have left on the table, and they tell you to vote on it, what are you going to tell them, my friends? Hell! Hell no! Tell me louder. What are you going to say when they ask you to vote on that offer? Hell! That's right, because if you tell them yes, then we're done, right? And I don't mean done with bargaining. I mean, it won't matter. We won't have jobs to come back to in a few years, right? So I want you to keep that momentum going, keep that solidarity going, and keep standing with the students. Those paramedic students that started that petition, out of Humber. I gotta say, Humber students rock, man. This is amazing. So stand strong. We're right here with you. We will fight this fight till the end, but this is not just about us. This is about all workers in this province, and it's also about our students. So thank you, and let's keep up the good momentum.